Hey guys, I'm Wenchfaery and welcome back to Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. We're finally melon. We're still on Nar Shaddaa. We're actually pretty much done here, except there's a side quest I want to do. Oh, where did it go? Huh? Oh, this one. We'll work for fuel. I didn't realize it was called that. We're looking for someone who needs a new pilot. So while we're going back to Ebon Hawk, I'm going to look in all these doors. I'm not worried about getting in a fight because it's Melon and she can handle herself. I don't want to do pod racing. I mean, I really don't want to do pod racing, but I don't want to do swoop bike racing. What's in here? Okay. We don't want to go back that way. That's the way we just were. Okay, we came from there. That door. Because, yeah, we're like done. If we don't do this, we're like done here, so. That's just a dude. Dude, do you need a pilot? Commoner. Okay, he probably doesn't need a pilot. He has no name. What's down here? Stuff we couldn't loot. Yeah. You're the guy who likes humans. No. Maybe it's the Rhodian that likes humans. Anyway. Okay, let's try the entertainment district. There's got to be someone looking for a pilot. We still have the quest, which means I didn't fail it automatically when we blew up Goto's ship. Because last time we blew up Goto's ship, I wonder if they're in the Kazakh den, which means I'll never find them. Oh, there are remains. From when he knocked out the twin sons the first time. You guys need a pilot? Do you guys need a pilot? I wonder if they're in the Pazak den, which I can't get into. Force persuade! Oh, fuck. Kalanan, do you know the password? How do I know it's worth it? Tell me something about the area. Do you know the password to the Yes, I want the... Okay, excellent. I didn't realize it was just going to be that easy. I would have done that a long time ago. Password, hold out. Fabulous. Thank you, Kalana. I don't actually want to play Pazak. Oh, she's got a name. Oh, I have some questions I want answered. Okay, I'll be going now then. Oh, she seems to be a major personality at the Pazak Den, huh? You have a name too? I'm not good at Pazak. There's no time. I have some questions about the other players. Oh, you've got some friends waiting out front. Let's ask about the other players first. No, you've got some friends waiting out front. There was a female Twi'lek asking for you. She was very attractive. He might die here, which means we'll lose some light side points. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, huh? Oh no! I totally did. They murdered him. I'm not a master of lightsidery anymore. Gambler. Patron. Gambler. S4C8.
Hello. You have caught me at a rare time.
Whoa.
Usually there are many players who seek to...
What are you even talking about?
I fear it is because I am simply not a skilled Pazak player.
Ha!
I'm afraid protocol droid skills and language interpretation are not something that lend themselves to Pazak and probability.
So why do you play?
Why? I cannot help myself. In fact, every time I seek to find the answer to that question, I'm consumed.
So who programmed her to do this?
I'm concerned that the problem may lie with my memory core. Without routine memory wipes, you know, such degradation is known to occur.
Well, let me fix it.
Instabilities. I fear my obsession with Pazak is one such corruption.
Would you like me to fix it?
I am not sure I wish it fixed. I do find some degree of such.
Awareness. There's a module attached to her left arm. Let's hook the module up to my data pad. No.
Oh, hello.
Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Let's try the other one.
I suppose you're right.
Let me access your central processing core. Yeah!
Oh, that feels...
I fixed it!
Thank you for repairing me. I feel ever so much better now.
Nobody in here wants to talk to me except for the people who actually want to play Pazak, and I'm not one of them.
That crazy Pazak droid shut down not long ago.
Hey!
No one knows why.
Hey! That's Basila's voice.
Been a lot less wins in here lately.
It's because I shut down the gambling droid. Well, I guess. Well, these guys are gone now. I mean, I kind of don't want to go back down to the refugee area, but I really want to I want to help that guy out. Like, he served during the Mandalorian Wars and everything. I want the refugee sector. Jump! We're gonna go. I know I'm a sucker. I just hate leaving this guy not like unemployed and stuff for no reason. I don't think there'll be anybody down here who needs a pilot, because this is refugees, but at least we won't have the exchange to worry about down here. Human. Those are the guys who warned me about Atten. This is the guy who needs a job.
Hey,
Still need a
hey,
job,
Lucky.
right? No, but I'm
Thanks
still
for
working
you.
on it. Okay. Refugee. Refugee. His name is Kevin. Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for saving me.
You're welcome. I'm also going to apologize for calling me a bunch of names.
Thanks for taking care of Sakwesh.
Meh.
Here with the
Is there anything I can help you
already
with?
helped
No? Okay. Fabulous. Okay, let's go back up this way and see what's what. After this, we're leaving Nar Shaddaa, so kind of just want to make sure I do whatever I can here. Because I hope to never come back. Was this the exchange area? I think so. Maybe the Sirocco area. Sirocco. Oh, sad. How did you come back? Where did you come from? I murdered everybody. All right then. I guess we're just gonna go. Nobody. I want to help him, but I can't find anybody who wants his help. Back we go. It's too bad that airspeed is broken. I bet just because I had to murder all the Sirocco people. And so the Ebon Hawk is where? This way. Excuse me, commoners. I must get back to my vessel. Refugee. I guess we're gonna go. Alright. Sorry, dude. I'll never find someone for you. Oh.
HK-47. I did not realize that you still existed, especially now that the other generations are activated.
Query, what is it you wish, Fat One?
I see that your recent reassembly has not affected your behavior core, nor your attitude.
Statement. If I require a similar diagnostic in the future, I shall seek out the Iridonian.
Oh, I do not think so. There is much work that needs to be done first.
Query, have we had the misfortune to meet before? I believe I would have remembered
what's going on here?
As you.
Oh, yes, we have met. And I have not finished with you yet.
Oh, shoot. That's Beodor's droid. Oh God, now what?
Of course. It would be my pleasure.
What?
Meditation envy?
Why don't you go sit on a rocket?
Calm down. What is your problem?
I don't want to talk about it.
Alright, you know, Atten, sometimes it's no wonder you can't figure yourself out the way you lie to yourself all the time. I've hunted a lot of people in my line of work, but I never met someone
Mira's
who
with
wants
us
to get
too now, I
lost
take it.
more than you do. I've got a pretty good idea why, but not the whole picture. I will, though. My advice? Come clean before I find out.
That guy, I don't trust him.
I do. I mean, he's alright, I guess. He's like someone who watches too many holovids. Or teaches them.
Yeah, you're right. He's boring.
Yeah, and that puts him a few ranks up the ladder from you.
What's that supposed to mean? I'm not boring.
No, you're more like a shifty, lying idiot with a tendency to complain about every little thing and offer only small bits of helpful advice if pressured.
Haha.
He'd get beaten to death on Nar Shaddaa almost as soon as he landed, though.
Oh, that's good to hear. Thought I had some competition there.
Oh, well, it's not really a competition. I mean, you're kind of an idiot, Atten. And you don't shower enough. And you scratch your equipment when you think no one's looking. Don't take it too hard, though. That still makes you better than most people I've met on Nar Shaddaa.
Thanks.
And stop watching her. She's got enough problems.
Man, Mira's got my back, eh? Hi. But he's asking what he's doing.
Yes, I'm using the communication system. I need to report back to my superiors or else they will send someone looking for me. What? I would rather not cause a scene by having them show up unexpectedly while we're attempting to secretly find the Jedi Order.
I guess we knew he was working for the Republic,
yes.
Right?
It is a Republic transmission, but do not worry. I shall use discretion.
That. I forgot.
And the people with which I speak
was really concerned for a second there that, like, my only steadfast friend was betraying us.
Indeed. And what message is that? Ah, so you are the T3 unit I've heard so much about.
Uh-oh. So much is happening! We need to come back to the Ebon Hawk more often, apparently.
Yes?
I picked up a transmission to Telos.
Ah.
Who was it going to?
That is not your concern.
That's where you're wrong. Who was the transmission going to?
The transmission was for the Republic. If I do not check in with them, they would send someone after me. I would rather we travel unnoticed for now. They will be unable to trace the coordinates of the transmission.
So you are a spy?
I am a representative of the Republic, doing research on missing Jedi.
Yeah, we knew that.
I am not a spy. I am here to protect her.
Oh, excellent. I'm allowed to, like, do things on my own ship now. Holy shit. Let's save so we don't have to go through this again. So, we've got a new droid and a new party member. I don't even know where Mira would be. Okay, I'm not opening that can of worms right now. I'm gonna come back to the main room in a minute. There was another secret spot that Dude Bro told us about. The owner of the Ebon Hawk. I can't remember if we looked for it. Oh, yeah, nope. Not opening that can of worms right now either. Oh, Mira's over there. Why did the music stop? Don't. You know, I feel like this will be the least.
Yes. Is there something you have come to offer me?
Let's talk about Nar Shaddaa.
As anxious as I am to get... The fact we are even having a conversation is gratitude.
I asked him, I said that he should have more gratitude because I saved him.
That our current interaction does. And of course, there is much more screaming on the part of the listener when the torture field is activated.
Questions. Do you know anything about the HK droids that keep being sent after me?
The assassin droids. I have encountered some, purchased the service of others.
Yeah, why are they hunting me though?
Why, I asked them to. To be honest, I believe that was always their intention, but it seems their directive was dormant for some time.
Oh boy. Do you know where they're coming from?
You mean produced? No, I do not.
Damn.
I do know that there are a surprising number scattered throughout the Republic fleet searching for you. What they will do now that you are found is easy to predict.
So they're... what? I have so many questions. What are they doing in the fleet?
They are masquerading as protocol droids. I have discovered that when they are used in negotiations, they have a predictable pattern of sabotaging whatever peace treaties they are involved with.
Doesn't the Republic know?
Because the Republic has no reason to investigate otherwise, and any discovery of their true
like the one we found on Paragus.
Concealed by well-timed accidents.
Can you do something about this information?
Because their behavior is predictable, of course. By monitoring their presence, I know which worlds will suffer civil wars, planetary conflicts, and Republic bombardment.
Are they gonna keep coming after me?
Of course they are. They're droids with very specific protocols that, unless changed, will dictate their movements.
Damn.
Unless you shut them down at the source, they will be stalking you until you are captured or terminated. Why don't you ask their predecessor? That archaic, memory-impaired assassination droid will know more about his subsequent generations than I would.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything about them, actually. What capabilities does this droid possess?
It has been assigned to guard and protect you. As such, it is well suited for a variety of tasks. It is skilled in intimidation, interrogation, and can provide a series of select skills that will make it an effective killing machine.
Yikes.
For the most part, it will follow your orders unless they conflict with mine.
What happens if they conflict?
Then its proton core will detonate, turning this ship into space dust. There is no negotiation in this. I will not.
So let's
allow
jettison
you to
this
interfere
droid.
with my operations and plans. I am.
On the yacht, you mentioned Revan, but Revan sought to destroy the... Melon, do you really think that?
Misconception not supported by facts. Revan did not intend to destroy the Republic. She deliberately left the infrastructure of many planets intact, and many military production facilities.
Yeah, that's inconsistent with the fleet she had at her disposal.
I believe that by whatever means she used to build her armada, she recognized that it was somehow a limited source, or that she was only willing to use it to a point. My prediction is that whatever production facility was being employed, it carried a price that Revan perceived as detrimental to the goals of the Sith.
Really?
And that is why Revan left many military production facilities in the Republic intact.
I don't know if the Starforge had a cost to it, though. Like, Revan wouldn't need to conquer anything else. Like,
calculations as well. I believe that Revan saw a war on another front that we did not, or saw the value in keeping a strong military force.
do you know where she got all her forces? No.
Also a mystery
Yeah.
to me. I do not have
So he doesn't know anything about the Starforge, which is
Answer.
great, personally.
It is
I think that's
significant
fabulous,
that after
but...
the defeat of Malak, the forces decreased considerably, and after Revan's departure from known space, production ceased completely. It is my prediction that whatever was producing such forces needed a strong, effective leader to ensure its stability. Without Revan or Malak, there was no such figure left among the Sith.
Actually, I blew it up.
Unlike Revan, Malak demonstrated no concern for the future of the Republic in his attacks. His stratagems were painfully obvious, intending to crush all resistance everywhere.
He lacked the finesse.
Beyond the complete destruction of anything that opposed him. He left quite a mess.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to assess.
It was
all
like
the
a
damage.
sledgehammer, where Revan was a
Between the
scalpel.
two, I would have preferred Revan rule the galaxy. She had foresight in her conquest, a subtlety that Malak did not possess.
Surprise, really? Never mind. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Really, I just want to get going, but I should probably talk to Mira as she's new to the Ebon Hawk.
Can I ask you something?
What's wrong, though?
Your face. You have this glow. I mean, not a real glow, but it's like you're calm. At peace, but it's more than that. You haven't been chewing on spice, have you?
Nah. When one is in touch with the Force, others can feel it.
Oh, well, it shows. It's like you're hooked up to a power coupling. It's weird. I mean, not bad weird, just weird. For a minute there, I thought you and the disciple...
Oh.
But it's just the Force.
It's just the Force. Yeah, it's not that kind of glow. It's just the Force.
Got it. Just checking.
Let's ask some questions. Actually, I was hoping we could talk, Mira.
Talk? About what?
I mean... I have questions.
Go ahead and ask.
I'm not gonna ask her if she understands men. Like, what? UK... Oh god, I want to know, like, all of these things. Were you raised on Nar Shaddaa?
Look, before we get into a game of Guess the Pazak
okay.
card, pull back on the throttle. I don't know you that well to start sharing our life stories.
Okay, can we talk? Want to get to know you better?
Trying to be my mother? No thanks. Already had one. Somewhere.
No, I just had questions I wanted to ask. You seem restless.
It's all this traveling, being trapped in the ship. Everything's just too quiet.
I mean, yeah, you gotta enjoy the quiet while it lasts. It does not last long around me. I'm sorry.
I'd rather be doing something, somewhere with people, activity, some life.
Like Nar Shaddaa?
Yeah. It's been a while since I've been off planet. Guess I got used to it.
How on earth would you get used to Nar Shaddaa?
Well, Nar Shaddaa may be one of the biggest
kinda
cesspits
gross.
in the galaxy, but it's got a life to it. Activity, aliens, people, refugees. It's like noise, but relaxing. Like the hum of a hyperdrive.
Yeah, Kreia showed me how to listen to Nar Shaddaa once. How all life there is connected. It's bound to each other.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. I'll believe it when I see it.
Maybe one day I can show it to you. Are you going to be a Jedi too? Because why not?
No, thanks. You can keep your Jedi training to yourself. I already know Nar Shaddaa better than you ever will.
Do I have some other questions? Can you tell me about Hanhar?
Hanhar's only a bounty hunter because that's the closest word for what he does. He's not out for credits. It's more vicious than that.
As far as Mira and Melon are concerned, he's dead.
Suffer. Every living thing in it. He wants to break them, ruin them. And when they can't suffer anymore, he wants them dead.
What? Why is it even a thing?
I didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever.
What do you mean?
That's a long story. I don't want to get in.
Other questions? Yeah, why don't you kill your targets?
I've killed people before, but not if I don't have to.
How do I even know about her and Malachor? I mean, I feel like I gotta take that because it's an awareness thing, but apparently she's connected to Malachor in some way.
Is that it? How you could ever possibly hope to understand is beyond me. Jedi don't have family. I know what happened at Malachor 5, and I know the Jedi didn't care about life there.
I mean, I never stopped trying to protect others, even at Malachor 5. I mean, not so much the Mandalorians, but everybody else.
Get away from me. The next time you come and ask me a question, I swear I'll shoot you in the head and dump you out the airlock.
Can I just lose influence with her? No, I gained influence with her. Talk to her again! I did want to apologize.
Whatever, don't worry about it. It's just a sore subject with me.
Apparently, I'm sorry she's lost her family at Malachor, because I know she did.
Yeah, well, they're dead. That's how that story ends. But not everybody's story has to end with losing their family or their loved ones. And not all the bounty hunting I do is for criminals or killers.
What do you mean by that?
There's a lot of lost people out there. Scattered ever since the Mandalorian Wars. And sometimes, it's like you can almost hear them.
She can hear them?
Like an echo, calling out for each other.
That's called the Force, Mira.
Just maybe by finding them, I can start putting the
I'm gonna have this
back
whole
together.
ship full of Force people things. All things are connected through the Force. From such act of kindness, great things may come.
Maybe. We'll see. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. But you're not getting anything else out of me.
Fair enough, I have some questions.
Shoot.
Let's ask about Hanhar.
I didn't kill him once. Biggest mistake ever.
What do you mean?
You really want to hear this?
Yes, I really do.
Well, Hanhar and me go way back, in the worst possible way. He's from some forest planet on the Outer Rim where Zerka had set up one of their slaving operations.
Yeah, Kashyyyk. Do you know the name of his homeworld?
I don't remember the name. Something with too many K's and Y's. Sounds like you're gargling Ronto spit when you say it.
He's a Wookiee, obviously.
No idea. He's just Hanhar. I hope there aren't any
You
more.
don't know he's a Wookiee?
I get the impression he's not a good representative of his people, though. He's the equivalent of a mad calf hound among Rontos. Some of Voga the Hutt's men said Hanhar killed his own tribe, but those two crud thugs lie every time they open their mouths, so who knows?
Was he a slave?
Well, not for long. Once off planet, Hanhar escaped from the Zerka slavers, then killed them all.
But he was still wearing the cuffs, huh?
I don't know. I always thought he just liked using them as weapons.
I mean, it does sound like Zerka deserved it if they were enslaving Wookiees.
Well, before you get too teary-eyed, Hanhar figured Zerka had the right idea. I don't think he understood the concept of slavery before, at least on the scale that Zerka practiced it. But now he did. You ever hear of Dursan 3?
No.
Or the ID cluster colonies?
No. Oh, apparently I have. They've been destroyed.
Right. That's because Hanhar happened. He makes what happened to his homeworld look like an exercise in community building.
Yikes.
He's not a bounty hunter. He's a slaver. A predator.
Fabulous.
It's like he's out to enslave or kill every human in the galaxy, like he's trying to settle some huge score or debt. I don't get it, but he's dangerous.
Okay. Yeah, so how do you factor into this, Mira?
I was prey. And not only did I escape, but I saved his life while doing it. He's been hunting me ever since.
That does seem a little weird.
I don't pretend to understand it, but among his people, they have these codes of honor. But somewhere along the line, Hanhar's got twisted. His people form these things called life debts. If you save the life of one of them, they pledge themselves to you.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a bad thing, but I have a feeling this is going terribly wrong.
Well, with Hanhar, he can't escape that life debt. It's bred into him. But he hates every other living thing in the galaxy, so pledging himself to someone else, especially a human, was unbearable. So when I saved his life, it was the worst thing I could do. It was like slavery all over again. But it was in his head. It was like it pushed him over the edge.
Uh-oh.
A life debt to Hanhar is the death sentence. He'll hunt you until you're dead. When I saved his life, it meant he had to kill me. And so he kept chasing me in hopes I would die. I think the fact I showed him mercy after hating humans for so long, that was something he couldn't stand.
What if someone else saved his life? Would he try to kill them?
Probably. But if he had multiple life debts, especially to humans, Hanhar would probably go mad. He was angry before, sure, but he'd be 10 times worse if that happened.
Worse.
Hanhar's tough. Really tough. And when he loses it, it's like nothing can stop him.
Yikes.
I've seen him shrug off blaster bolts, boff and stunners, and even survive a freighter crash on Dursan 3. He keeps coming.
Holy crap. Yeah, do you have any regrets that he's gone? Because I don't.
Oh, I'm glad he's gone. It's like a weight off my shoulders. I don't have to keep watching my back every minute, wondering when he's going to show up. And he always did. It's like he always knew where I was.
Is there any chance he's still alive? Because I wasn't
Trust me,
there.
If he was still alive, he'd be chasing us even now, waiting to ambush us when we least expect it. And he always shows up at the worst possible time. He was one of the best bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa. Hanhar never gives up on his prey.
Did Mira kill him, or did Melon kill him? I mean, obviously,
He's a hunter.
we know he's not actually
He's a
dead, but they
natural
don't know that. I have other questions.
All right.
Sorry, for some reason my mouse isn't bound to my screen, and so bad things keep happening. Were you raised on Nar Shaddaa? Let's try this again.
More or less. I wasn't born there. I just ended up there.
What happened to your family?
Well, the war happened. The first one, against the Mandalorians. I had family right up until the end. It's not really a new story. You hear it all over the galaxy. It's what happens after the wars are over that you don't hear much about.
Did I die in the last battle of Malachor 5?
I think so. After Revan crushed the Mandalorians, planets throughout the Republic were flooded with refugees. I was just one of the others. Me? I got passage to Nar Shaddaa. From there, not much you can do, so I became a bounty hunter.
Wait, yeah. How did you lose family at Malachor 5 if there were no colonies there?
Take a guess, Jedi. Only 2 groups of people would have lost family at Malachor. And
Oh.
Jedi don't have families.
Oh, you're a Mandalorian. Oh!
As much as any slave becomes a Mandalorian. They took prisoners on every world they conquered to bolster their ranks. And they took a lot of worlds.
Oh! So what's your homeworld?
I don't know, it didn't matter. I was too young to remember, really. Besides, Nar Shaddaa's kind of grown on me. It's as much my home as any place else.
So you were a slave
when
to
I
the...
was young, yeah. They mostly used me to carry ammo packs and munitions. Toward the end of the war, they needed everyone they could get. They taught me to fight, to hunt, to survive. I was part of their squad, even when I was young. Everyone served as part of the unit, and I felt like I had a place there.
Oh.
After Malachor, it really didn't matter anymore. Mandalorians
I
lost.
feel a little bad. She was a Mandalorian. Now she's
bet
not a
you know
Mandalorian anymore. It's like me. I'm not a Jedi. Or was a Jedi, and now I'm not a Jedi anymore, but I guess I'm kind of a Jedi again. I mean, I do regret the loss of life of Malachor 5.
Yeah, I know. I saw the worlds they left behind them during the war. That kind of stays with you. I haven't forgotten it. What happened at Malachor, they probably deserved it.
But it still sucks for you, and I know that.
Should I be? Maybe I should ask you if you're happy about all the Jedi who died on Malachor 5. Maybe it felt like you lost family there.
Nah,
but I doubt it.
Not really. Never mind. More influence with Mira, and more light side points for me, so I'm good again. I guess we'll talk to her one more time.
Something wrong?
Questions?
Go ahead.
How did you save Hanhar's life?
Well, as happens on Nar Shaddaa, I made someone mad. Mad enough for them to send Hanhar after me. Turns out they were even able to get him cheap. He'd heard about me and wanted to hunt me down, for sport. He didn't think I'd be much of a challenge.
So what happened then?
Well, he tried to box me down in vents beneath the Nar Shaddaa docks, and he'd set one too many proximity mines to cover the escape routes.
So he was trying to hem me in with a minefield then?
I think he'd hoped to drive me into the mines and then let them do the work. Or that I'd be too scared to try and walk through them. Thing is, I knew Hanhar's supplier, and the trigger signatures for the mines. It was pretty easy to broadcast a signal to blind their sensor receptors for a minute or two. I figured that would buy me enough time to move through them and get away.
Yeah, that's not an easy thing you did, Mira.
No, it isn't. I spent most of my childhood hauling mines and munitions. Got to know my way around them. If I hadn't, I wouldn't be here right now.
So what happened?
Like I said, I disarmed the trigger fuses for enough of the mines to get by, temporarily. And Hanhar was pretty fast on my trail. I just made it to safety when he hit the first one. The blast leveled the entire ventilation section, and Hanhar was caught right in the middle, and he survived. Barely.
Barely?
He was crawling around, blinded from the flash and the plasma burns. And it happened so fast. And all the blood had been scabbed and crusted from the flash. I had the drop on him, and even blind, he knew it. He could still hear me. My ears were ringing from the blast, but I could hear him. I think he was begging me to let him live. His voice, it wasn't a roar, more like an echo of it. I suppose I should have killed him, but I couldn't do it. He was in pain, and he was helpless. So I dragged him out of there enough to get him to safety, and he kept hunting me ever since. He said
she heard him through the force,
no matter
wanting
where
to
I
live.
Ran, he would find me and break me, that I would always be prey.
Yeah, sometimes it is stronger to spare a life than take it, Mira.
Maybe. I've thought about that moment. A lot. Wondered if I would do things differently if I had another chance.
Oh, well.
Shoot.
No. Yeah, where'd you get that crazy rocket launcher?
I made it. It's custom for me, which is a good thing, because I wouldn't want anyone using it against me. I can show you how to make rockets, though, if you'd like. All it requires is a good skill with demolitions.
Heck yeah. With Mira and your party, you can make rockets at workbenches.
Anything else you wanted to know?
Yes.
All right.
Oh.
Talk.
Do you understand men? Okay, we have to ask just because I need to know what she says.
They're easy. That's why I dress like this. When they're looking down to check you out, you can usually smash them on the base of the skull or deliver an uppercut that knocks them flat.
I mean, that could work.
It's simple. When you want a man, you jab him with a Bothan stunner, then while he's screaming in pain, slap some stun cuffs on him. Then starve him for 2 or 3 days until he becomes open to suggestion, then double check his bounty and see if he's worth anything.
That sounds more like bounty hunting.
Call it what you want. Me? I love my targets.
Okay. Never mind, Mira. Mandalore. Mira used to be a Mandalorian. Ugh. Never mind. She has nothing new to say. Okay, let's. We haven't talked to Atten. I don't really want to though. Ugh. Sorry, there's so much exposition today. It's a little boring.
I heard you making friends with the bounty hunter. I don't blame you. She's a scrapper. You don't survive on Nar Shaddaa for very long if you aren't.
Did you know her?
I've known people like her. Maybe without the rocket launchers, but sort of the same. Maybe without the plunging neckline and the boots. I wouldn't let anything she says bother you. It's a wonder you cracked her attitude at all. She's cold as the ship's hull.
Questions.
All right. What did you want to know?
Nothing, apparently. Let's talk to Disciple.
Yes? Is something wrong?
No. Questions.
That is hardly surprising. What do you wish to know?
Did something happen on Duxon?
The tomb on Duxon held many dangers. I did not think I would be up, and that perhaps some of my...
What did you learn? We never got to have this conversation with him before.
Important.
Oh, fuck.
That is...
Ugh, nothing, never mind. Okay. I could probably keep talking to Mira. Let's actually, though, go the wrong way. Let's talk to HK-47 if he knows anything about the HK-50 droids.
Query, is there someone that you need killed, Master?
Maybe, actually. Do you know what love is? Gross.
State.
I want to talk about the other HK units.
Statement. What of them?
Do you know where they're being created?
Answer. Master, I do not know. I am worried that there also may be some mental block in my circuits that is preventing... And I do not know where they would have obtained schematics of my design. They are built from my template. Of that I know for certain.
How do you know that?
Because of my self-preservation program.
Oh, so he can't...
These
I
templates
see.
are still being me, despite their individuality. I could no more shoot them than I could shoot myself. It is a frustrating situation that has been looping through my behavior core for some time.
I need to know more about those clones.
Yes.
What else can we ask him?
Very well. What did you wish to know?
Do you know why they're masquerading as protocol droids?
Answer. Master, as part of my original programming, I am able to communicate in over 600 languages.
So why not, right?
This usually amounted to short verbal warnings when killing non-basic speaking targets, which gave me some small measure of satisfaction.
So a good portion of programming was adapted from protocol subroutines.
Answer. Yes.
Nice.
I believe my original master needed this functionality in order to recover information from various indigenous tribes across the galaxy. But I know little else than that. Suffice to say that translation capability allowed these copies of myself to assume the role of protocol and translation droids in much of known space. That is, of course, not their primary function. And while they are attempting to pass themselves off as translation droids, their primary functionality keeps rising to the forefront.
And they murder things. Yeah.
Recitation. For example, on Praven Prime, the simple transferring of Elzing syntax for friendship changes its meaning and implies that one's broodmate was actually impregnated by their own host.
If that was spoken aloud, then it would explain much. Is that what happened?
Confirmation. Oh, truly. You can imagine
Disciples
the
in the
results.
next room, I guess that makes sense.
This comment, of course, caused a civil war between the Guvandi Collective and Elzing that still persists to the current date.
Do any of these incidents have wider repercussions?
Yes, Master.
Oh, shit.
Such incidents often
We need to get these droids
from
out of the
point
place.
Origin, much like an echo.
No, like, no. Why did you say it like that?
Query. What do you mean, Master?
Why did you say echo?
Answer. It is something I heard a previous master say before, I believe, but I cannot recall the context. Still, somehow it seemed applicable to this situation. Odd.
What repercussions did Praven Prime have?
Answer. In the case of Praven Prime, the Civil War actually forced the Republic to back out of Guvandi space and let their world fall from Republic control. As I understand it, that would be best. Keeping such a world would have been a token gesture of control. As an added burden, the resources needed to invest in diplomatic and trade relations would have far outweighed what would have been required. Besides, Master, quite frankly, the Guvandi and Elzing needed a good war. They were races that relied more on words than actions, and a good brisk killing woke them from their torpid state. Also, the result of the war will be that the drastically reduced Elzing population will eventually need to call upon the Republic for emergency relief.
Yeah. Why is that a good thing, HK? I'm afraid to ask even, you know.
The Republic stands to gain. The Republic will be able to supply such emergency relief at a fraction of the cost to the now reduced population. Of course, such aid would only come 4 or 5 years after the war was started. One would have to be patient and let death and destruction run its course.
For real, HK. Let's look at the list here. Do we know why they started revealing themselves now?
Answer. I do not know why these clones chose now to start revealing themselves. Theory. I can only assume that some critical moment is approaching where stealth and subtlety is no longer required. Not that those Durasteel-plated knockoffs know anything of stealth or subtlety. Observation. It is clear, however,
I love how much he hates them.
the galaxy at critical junctures,
that makes me happy.
both in the Republic fleet and in neutral worlds, and they seem to be looking for Jedi.
I wonder if it's Jedi in general or me in specific. So why do you need me for all this?
Statement. Master, there are 2 reasons for this. 1, the probability of them showing up around you is statistically high. If I travel with you, then my chances of encountering these clones is also high. The second reason is a little more complicated. You see, even though those clones are obviously cheap, artless imitations of me, well, they are still me.
And he can't hurt them.
Answer. Somehow these droids are built from my schematics. This causes certain complications.
Yeah, that doesn't explain it. I figured out, but Melon hasn't.
Program. My behavior core recognizes these templates as still being me, despite their individuality. I could no more shoot them than I could shoot myself. It is a frustrating situation that has been looping through my behavior core for some time.
Okay, never mind.
Yes, General? Sorry, General.
Damn. No shields for Bandor. Alright. I feel like we need to talk to Kreia. Well, you know what? I really need to figure out why that's not, why that keeps happening. My mouse isn't locked to my monitor anymore. Lightsaber. I need to pull the Melon Sast crystal off. And now we have a pretense for talking to Kreia. This is going to be Visas, isn't it? Yeah. Kreia, I need you to upgrade my crystal.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Kind of. Tell me about the Melon Sast crystal.
That crystal is bonded to you. Through you, it acquires its character and strength. And through it, your power is enhanced. Let me focus on the crystal for a moment. There. Now it is fully in tune with you again.
Cool.
Is there something else you wished?
Yes. Have we asked this question before? How did Revan get so many ships?
Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath her? How she made them hers?
I mean... she was a powerful presence?
Ah, but to make officers turn on their own people, to bomb innocent worlds, to make pacts. Strong influence, indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? So many questions, yet the answers are few.
Didn't they come from Korriban?
Oh, did they? No, Revan met no Sith empire, yet she learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how she did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so many so quickly?
I bet you she has an idea.
Not a one.
Oh, yeah, bullshit,
Kreia. Where our
Kreia.
journey takes us, I think, and see how many answers we come across. Yes.
Other questions. I wanted to ask you about the duels with Visas, because that was kind of a pain in the ass.
What of them?
You aren't just training me, you were testing her.
Perhaps. The Ichani believe that much may be communicated in the motions of battle. It is a picture, a dance against someone trying to describe that motion.
So what did you learn?
I have learned that we do not need to kill her. But if we want one that has truly fallen to the dark side, we should look elsewhere for our allies.
But I don't
believe she should serve our purposes. She is the doorway that may lead us to her lord if it proves necessary, or bring him to us.
So you want to use her? Because I was just kind of happy having her here.
That is what I said. And I will gladly turn any such blade pointed at us and send it stabbing into the heart against anyone who dares to harm you.
I mean, I guess that's good. Yeah, I don't really want you to use anybody that way. Really.
And why is that? Please illuminate
me. I mean, because she's a living creature. People are not tools to be wielded.
Any being that gives up its will, that allows itself to be used in such a way, deserves such a fate.
So you're saying if the Force uses us all, our lives deserve to be used and discarded?
Yes, that is what I am saying. But I did not expect you to
Well, I don't believe it.
Perhaps it is time I considered my methods in this instance. But I will not deny that she could prove useful to us.
Yeah, think it over is all I ask. I don't want to use her. I want to help her. What? Hopefully I picked the right option there. Let's go plonk the crystal back on my lightsaber, or I'll be upset that it's not there. Upgrade items, lightsaber, mine. Mine. I don't have any energy cells. Oh shit. I didn't actually put it on there. Alright, and I think what we'll do is let's take the ship to Korriban. There's so much dialogue to happen, which is fine when I'm playing on my own, but I feel a little bad for you guys. There's not a lot of action happening. Duxon. Oh, you know what? Not Korriban, sorry. We have to go to Citadel Station. I forgot. Oh good, no shooting. I don't think it's happened in this. Man, Telos is so messed up. I can't remember how far away Lieutenant Gren is from where we get to land. I do remember the last time we landed here, they impounded my ship. Okay, let's go. Ooh. I'm silent now. No footsteps. No, I want to go this way. I think we're going to take HK-47 out as much as I don't want to. Oh, hey, look, we have everybody. Isn't that nice? Let's do this. It's an odd party combination, I'm aware, but HK-47's gotta fight the droids, or nothing. We're not gonna be able to get any movement on that. Okay, I have equipped him, okay. Let's go. I didn't like that noise. Rawr, rawr. Oh. That's right. Close the door. Open the door. There we go. You're just a dude. Oh, Lieutenant Gren is far away. The droids are gone, which is good. Hopefully this way. Let's look at the map before I go too far. Yes, excellent. Yo, Lieutenant Gren.
So you've returned.
I have a solution to your fuel problem.
Really? That's great news. The situation here hasn't improved at all. What did you discover?
Don't tell him it's Voga. Oh, let's check. I guess we have to tell him it's Voga.
Voga the Hutt? That's preposterous. What makes you think we'd be willing to do that?
He has lots to sell.
A glut of fuel isn't going to help our position much in this case. It's a resource that's needed throughout the galaxy, and he'll be able to command a high price for it. Still, we don't have much of a choice. We need fuel, and we need it fast. I'll bring this up with the Telosian Council and urge them to broker a deal with Voga. Now, I believe I gave you my word that there would be a reward for information.
You best not reduce it because it's working with a Hutt.
Of a fuel source for the station. Never believed for a moment that you'd actually be collecting it. But I'm a man of my word. So here you are. Now, I've got to send this information to the Council right away.
Cool. Can I talk to you about the bounties?
What is it?
Never mind. 1,000 credits and 1,000 XP. Let's talk to Mira.
Yeah, something wrong?
Questions?
Go ahead and ask.
Nope. HK.
Query.
Do you know what love is? Why? He's a droid. Why would I even ask that? I do want to run around here a little bit to see if we can get into a fight with the HK droids, but I doubt it because we've been here already. So I think instead what I'm going to do is leave this one here for now. I thank you very much for watching. My name is Wenchfaery. Please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. This is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords, and we will see you next time.